My relationship, we kind of decided in the beginning that we weren't gonna like post too much or anything like that, just because we didn't want to be like roped in, and like if we wanted to end it, then that was a possibility. Which it was really nice because, well, actually it was kind of weird at first because a lot of people are like, "Whoa, you guys are dating," but then afterwards, it was kind of nice because it was just like nobody really knew when we broke up, and it wasn't like a huge deal, and I didn't have like person after person coming to me and being like, "Whoa, you guys broke up," and all that. So I think it's really smart. You can post some, but like don't post every day like "I love you with my whole heart," yada yada yada, because it'll just come back to bite you.
That's a good. Let's see. What effect did social media play in my past dating relationships? Well, I think that social media, I don't know, it didn't really play that much of a role in my relationship, honestly. I think, I don't know, I mean, for me personally, it didn't really affect that much. But I think that maybe you could feel some type of pressure to like post pictures with your significant other. But for me, I just, it gets annoying if you see like too many, so like tone it down, but I don't know. For me, not really at all.
Social media hasn't incredibly so, like I was saying, been on Google Plus, and I think Google Plus to me has been more of a meme than a true social media. Recently being on Instagram, it's an interesting environment. Sort of the tendency to want to sum up someone's value in the number of likes or followers they have. I think that can sort of skew how someone sees any sort of social environment, specifically in relationship. And I could see in my life I have to be looking at like, okay, likes and followers are stupid. They certainly have an effect on me, but relationship-wise, that doesn't necessarily tie in and impact a ton. I think texting, it's not really social media, but I think it's social interaction outside of historically traditional social forms of social interaction. I think texting's interesting. I personally hate texting, because I feel like a lot of time if I'm texting someone, I feel like I don't want to just not respond, because then someone's like, okay, they have read receipts, they saw he read it, but like he didn't respond. And so I feel a lot of times texting response is much more meaningless than it would have been given, say, in person. I think texting conversations a lot of times, I wouldn't say are a lot more fake, but are a lot more pointless, I think. Just responding for the sake of responding for the sake of trying to place a value of, oh, I'm not going to ignore you, but in reality what I'm responding with, and I've seen this many times in my life, isn't really of any value adding to this conversation. It's not something I would say to your face, not in the way that it's something harmful that I wouldn't have the guts to say to your face, but it's just rather pointless. And if I were standing there with you in person, the subject would probably change, as opposed to me making some pointless or useless or just valueless comment of, yeah, cool, or something of the sort. Not that specifically, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, social media. I think social media really has an opportunity to ruin a relationship, if I were to be honest. One of the things that we did when we started dating, which was really good, we really didn't, or when we, of course, we didn't text each other really. We called each other. We didn't post about each other on social media. We didn't feel that pressure to have that. And I think social media in itself isn't inherently a bad thing, of course, but I think it definitely has an opportunity to be. And I think a lot of relationships, people get into it, people start comparing their relationship to somebody else's perfect relationship on social media, and it's like, then you start getting that really bad thing, you're like, man, why am I in this relationship? It's not really working out, whatever else, but that's kind of enemy sometimes. And I think you really have to balance and know yourself, of course, and know who you are in Christ. That's really the biggest thing. And I think just really having a conversation, communication is key. We've had conversations about almost everything. And really just being like, look, you don't need to post about me on social media. You don't need to do this and that. And a lot of people probably didn't even know we were dating because I don't post about my life on social media. you know? Like, I don't have to post every meal and every girl, you know? It's like, I don't feel the need to do that, you know? And I think in our generation, you have a really unhealthy expectation that you have to post about everything you do in your life. Everybody in your life has to know what you're doing. And I've never felt that. I really don't care who knows and who doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I think we really just had a conversation about that, and we didn't feel that need for this expectation to be up here, you know, with the social media, you know. So
I also feel like it definitely like leads people to question themselves more and like not know who they are, not know who they are, and then like social media, like I don't know, it's just not real. Yeah, you like get a bunch of information about everyone else, but I mean, you're not really getting any smarter. You're just like looking at it and looking at other people's lives, and like personally, like I already see your life too much. So.
She goes to school with me on a daily basis.
So like I don't really need to see like who you're with and like be like comparing why isn't he with me or something, you know?
Yeah, you have to be really careful by that comparison thing. I think social media is one of the worst things to do with that whole thing.
So like I have used social media too much in my life in the past. It's become just like sometimes it just becomes like I'm so focused on that. Even like deleting Instagram when I go back to my phone, like that's the first thing I want to go back to. So social media has caused me to sort of like, I'll be like sitting with friends and I realize, oh, we're all just sitting on Instagram right now. We're all together, but we're not together at the same time. So social media has kind of taught me just how to also look for friends that are really genuine and relationships that are very genuine, not just social media based. Because it's really easy to have social media based relationships, I think. You like go hang out with a person just to take a picture with them, have a good time to take a picture, but I've learned that like my favorite experiences with people is just when we go somewhere and we don't have to take any pictures, we don't have to share them anywhere. Maybe we take pictures just for fun, but like it's not all about, oh, like what's my caption gonna be, like I just think like the times that I've gone out to go do something and the entire time I'm thinking like what's the caption gonna be, it's just like looking back, I don't remember those moments as well, or just like they're not as memorable. The moments that mean most to me are the ones that they don't need an Instagram post for. And so social media has like caused me, like there are times where like I would just be sitting on my phone in a car with all my friends around and it's like, oh wait a second, like I'm being a terrible friend right now because we're all here together, I'm the only one on my phone and I have no reason to be on my phone. So it's, in some ways it's like in the past it's blocked off relationships that could have potentially happened, or like better relationships, but like it's also like currently teaching me how to not use it too much, or like how to not make my relationships only based on social media, because social media based relationships can be very superficial.
Well, before I've dated the person, I've definitely like stalked them a lot and like cared about if they like my pictures or not. But once I've been dating the person, it wasn't like a problem. But I still was kind of cautious about the things I posted with them, because you know, like if you break up with them, you don't want like 100 photos of them left on your profile. So yeah, I guess that's how it was.
In my past relationships, I think social media hasn't been the best influence, I guess. Not really with me, but I guess with the people that I dated. I mean, I guess it wasn't like a good thing or a bad thing. It just kind of played a part in some bad things that happened, I guess. I don't know.
I'd say for our relationship, it can definitely, when going on Instagram, it can affect us in the way that we can compare ourselves to other relationships, and I know we've gotten kind of caught up in that sometimes, and I don't know, I know both of us kind of are very self-conscious people where we're always trying to be the best we can, but like, what am I trying to say? Like, make other people happy and make each other happy, but people pleasers. Thank you. But I think that turns into us worrying about how other people are living their life, and it can make us wish we had that, which I think is very wrong, and I think that takes away from our, like, what's going on between us and the good parts of us that we overlook while comparing ourselves to other relationships.
Pretty much took it. Is technology in general, or I mean technology and social media? I mean technology just in the first place I think has been really helpful to us. And I think any couple will agree that, you know, when you can't be with somebody for a certain amount of time, you know, just being able to call or FaceTime somebody definitely is a great thing. I mean, it can take away, like, also that's just another technology in general, like if you're with your friends or hanging out, but then there's always that temptation to, okay, well, I'm going to text this person or try and get a way to FaceTime somebody when you could be present with the people you're with. I feel like that's something we had to work through. And then just social media, I mean, kind of what she was saying. I mean, our relationship, I mean, I think we've handled it pretty well with, you know, what we post and how much we post, and I mean, like she was talking about, just not comparing to other people.
I didn't know you were, I thought it was social media, so I strayed to social media, but
That's what he said.